Dr. Yoni Whitten here, and this week we're talking all about posture correction. Now, I've been seeing a lot of advertisements popping up on social media recently, advertising the latest and greatest in posture correction devices. Some of this marketing is pretty high-end stuff, and even the devices themselves can be pretty impressive when you first look at them. But many of these devices are also fundamentally flawed. There's something broken about the approach that they're using to supposedly fix your posture. What I want to talk to you about today is what's wrong with those devices and what you can do that's proven to actually help you transform and rehabilitate your posture. Let's jump into this. The type of posture device that I want to focus on for this video involves this shoulder strap configuration that I'm simulating here using an exercise band. Basically, all of these devices are exactly the same. They have straps that run across the front of your shoulders and then either an elastic or some kind of a pulley system that's drawing your shoulders backwards like this while you're wearing it. So like I said, all of these devices function exactly the same way. They're passively pulling your shoulders into this position. One company is doing the disservice of advertising that if you exercise against this by pulling your shoulders forward, that's going to improve your posture. Nothing could be further from the truth. If the resistance is pulling you this way and you contract in the opposite direction, you are in fact strengthening the muscles that perpetuate and pull you further into postural dysfunction, like so. Do not listen to the advice of these charlatans. This is effectively the Spanx of posture correction. It pulls you into a proper posture while you're wearing the device, and then when you take it off, the muscles that are designed to hold you in that position have experienced nothing but a potential weakening by being externally supported for long periods of time. The reality is that you would be way better off taking whatever time and money you were going to spend on this crap and instead put it towards strengthening the muscles that are actually responsible for maintaining a healthy, upright posture. So if you're spending a lot of time each day in flexion-based activities, these are activities where your arms are out in front of you and your head is down. Think like texting or working on a laptop computer. The last thing in the world that you want to be doing is strengthening your muscles in the direction that you're already spending so much time in. What you want to do instead to promote functionality and muscle and joint balance in your body is strengthen the muscles in the opposite direction so that you pull your body into an upright position and out of that fetal position that we spend so much of our day in modern society. So what I want to do now is give you guys a couple of simple exercises that you can use to strengthen the muscles that'll pull your shoulders back and down and your spine into a strong upright posture. The only equipment that you're going to need for this is an exercise band and something low and sturdy to anchor to, or if you've got one of these nice sets of exercise bands like from Body Elastics, it comes with a very handy door anchor, and that's what I'm going to be using here. The first exercise that I'm going to show you guys is called the face pull. This is an awesome exercise for strengthening the muscles of the shoulder that externally rotate, that pull your chest into an open position, and for strengthening the anti-gravity muscles of your spine. These are the muscles that are responsible for holding us upright all day long. So what you're going to do is set your anchor low to the ground, take one end of the band in each hand just like this, and your knuckles are going to be facing the anchor. So almost like you're riding a bicycle. From there, you're going to take an athletic stance. Both knees are slightly bent. You're on the ball of the foot of the back leg, and then you're just going to pull up and out. Point the arms towards the anchor, pull up and out. You're pulling this center point here directly to your forehead. That's why it's called a face pull. Up and out. One of the key points on face pulls is to go slow and steady throughout the motion. Just want to make sure that starting off pointing at your anchor, you're coming up and squeezing for a second at the top, pulling your shoulder blades back and down, keeping the neck long the whole time, pointing back to your anchor spot. Neck stays long, you're not shrugging the shoulders upwards. When I teach this in the clinic, I always tell people that the bone in one arm should run straight across to the bone on the other side at the top position. And that line should run parallel to the floor. Think about it like you're trying to show off your muscles to somebody who's standing behind you and you're on the right track. Now, face pulls work best in high repetitions. So what you're going to be shooting for here is 15 to 30 reps, slow and steady with that 1 second hold at the top. Make sure you set up your resistance accordingly so that you can hit that higher number of reps. Because some people have difficulty getting their arms into the position to do face pulls, what I want to give you now is a much simpler alternative. This movement is called the pull through, and the setup for it is almost identical. Again, you're going to take the same band setup low in the door. One end of the band is in each hand. You're taking that overhand grip like you're riding a bicycle. Difference here is your feet are going to be side by side, about 4 inches apart here. You're going to start off with your arms pointing to the spot where you're anchored, and you're going to pull through like you're trying to get your arm as far back behind you as you possibly can while keeping your chest upright the whole time. So again, squeeze, pull through. Your shoulder blades should feel like they're almost coming into contact with each other while you're doing this. So you're squeezing behind you. Squeeze for a second there. Keep the chest up tall the whole time. Head is upright. And back to pointing at your anchor. Squeeze through, all the way at the top, and back to your anchor. Squeeze through, and back to your anchor. It's important that you don't raise your shoulders when you're doing this. You want to pull through, keeping the neck long and the shoulders anchored downward the whole time. This exercise works best in a high repetition setting. So what you're aiming for here is 20 to 30 repetitions, and you want to set up your resistance accordingly so that you can hit that number of reps. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you'll put the information to good use. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to stay updated on the new videos that I put out each week where I teach you to achieve the best posture and mobility of your life. And if you're struggling with chronic postural problems, you've got to check out my active traction unit. This is the most powerful, scientifically proven method for correcting your posture. I'm going to include links for the active traction unit and for my favorite type of resistance bands in the description down below. And we'll see you guys next week.